Hi, I'm Megan Evans, PSI's Marketing and Communications Coordinator, and welcome to Day 4 of PSI's Virtual Pet Sitting Boot Camp. The focus for today is preparing to hit the road, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about preparing for meet and greets and how to make a great first impression with clients. Now, as a pet sitter, we always recommend that you first schedule a meet and greet with any potential clients before scheduling services. The meet and greet is also known as an initial consultation, and that should take place at the client's home. That gives you an opportunity to see their pets in their home environment, to get a feel for the layout of the home, and also get to know the pet's routine. But something to keep in mind is before you even schedule that meet and greet, you probably have another first encounter with that pet owner. It might be through the email or over the phone. So you just always want to make sure you have the best etiquette practices for phone and email. Make sure you're responding timely, that you always maintain that professional tone, and also, ask as many questions as you can so you can go into that meet and greet prepared. So you already want to know, how many pets they have, what types of pets, what dates they're interested in you caring for their pets, and where they're located. Another thing to keep in mind is that, you're probably going into this because you love pets. And that's great. Obviously, we want you to love pets, but the pets aren't the one paying you. So just keep in mind that it's the humans that are paying you, and you want to make a great impression with not just the pets, but with the humans. So that meet and greet gives the pet owners a chance to see you interact with their pets. They get to see you demonstrate that you're a professional, you're answering their questions, you are, showing your credentials well. So that meet and greet is a great opportunity for you to shine with all potential clients. And if all goes well, then they can sign that paperwork there before you leave their house. So a lot of things, a lot of pet sitters like to take a pet sitter presentation book with them. A presentation book is often in a 3-ring binder or maybe on your iPad. It's where you'll compile materials that really highlight your professional qualifications and accomplishments. So for example, you could have a copy of your resume, newspaper clippings about your business, information about any credentials or accreditations that you may have, proof of your PSI membership, insurance and bonding, criminal background checks, things like that. But just make sure you don't leave it at the client's house. You don't want to lose any of those certificates or anything like that. And presentation books are also great to have when you're going to go meet with other pet professionals where you want to make a great first impression, like a veterinarian or a dog trainer. Another thing that you'll want to have on hand with you at the meet and greet is your formal paperwork, because especially like your service agreement or contract, that is something where you will outline your particular services, where it will also go over your limitations, over the particular details and information for this pet care and home needs that client has. And so those are things that will be outlined in your service agreement or contract. Remember, this is a legal document. If you're looking for a pet sitting contract, PSI actually has one available for purchase, and when you join PSI, you actually can get a discount on that. And another thing to think about is what kind of questions are you going to ask at the meet and greet? You want to ask as many questions as you can and be thorough. Think about the pets. You want to know about the pet's behavior history, their medical history, the layout of the home, how you're going to enter the home, the best way to contact the client while they're away, their emergency contact information, those types of things. When you ask the right questions, not only does that prepare you to provide the best service possible, but it also demonstrates to the client that you're a professional and you know what you're doing. There are also other things that you can do to make that great first impression. Always make sure you arrive on time for the meet and greet. Make sure you block off enough time on your schedule. And then another thing, just especially if you're coming from another pet sitting visit, just make sure that you look presentable. So that doesn't mean you have to wear a suit, but maybe you want to keep a lint roller in your car or an extra change of clothes in case you get dirty at a pet sitting visit. Some pet sitters like to have branded apparel, like maybe with their company logo on it for visits. That's just completely up to you. And another thing you can do to prepare for a meet and greet is to practice. Practice the types of things that you will say to really showcase you and your business and why you're a great pet care choice for them. Also think about the kind of questions that they may ask. Questions about your services, questions about your policies. It's great to have your policies all written down on paper, but do you know how to articulate those to clients? Really think through those questions they might ask and how you would respond. Or, for example, if they say, I only want you to visit my cat every other day, you need to be able to clearly convey to them why you only offer daily visits, why that's important to you for the safety of the cat and for their home. So when you've practiced those things, then you can really communicate that well to the client and make a great first impression. And also really keep in mind the interactions that you have with pets at these meet and greets. Obviously, the pet owner is really going to be watching how you interact with their pet. They want to know that you're interested in them. But that doesn't mean that you automatically go for a belly rub or a pat. You want the pet to be able to warm up to you, and don't force interactions. It may be a good idea to take some dog treats with you, but always check with the pet owner before giving a pet a treat. So if you keep in mind these tips, you are going to be well prepared to make a great first impression with potential clients. So those are all the tips we have for today's video, but as always, make sure that you check your email and go to PSI's Virtual Pet Sitting Bootcamp Facebook event page so that you can make sure you see all of the resources that we're sharing this week.